we put an offer in on some land, and it was accepted. But I've had so many people say that I look different, and I think that's why. Okay, so that is the makeup look.
I couldn't even if I tried it. All I hear is this voice.
So much has been going on behind the scenes, and I did tell you guys once I felt comfortable, when things were solidified, or just when I had more updates and I felt ready, I was going to tell you what was going on. So we're going to talk all about that today. I'm also going to bring you guys along on just like a get it all done vlog. It's my son's birthday this coming up weekend, so I have a to-do list a mile long. Y'all already know how it is. I actually just got groceries delivered, and I'm going to share with you a grocery haul first. We have been sticking to a extremely tight budget over the past couple weeks, and I feel like I got a lot of stuff for $230, breakfast, lunch, and dinners. So I'll share that with you guys first, and then we'll get busy, and of course I will chat with you guys about what's been going on. Why those look white? Why are they white?
Well, at first I thought they were freaking sugar free.
I thought they were too.
But I don't think
Look at that! That is the biggest sweet potato ever. Holy crap, that's like a whole meal. For this week's grocery haul, I'm doing it a little different. I'm just sharing with you an overview. It was kind of loud in the house and I can't concentrate, so I figured I would just tell you the meal plans that we're having and show you what I got. So starting off with breakfast, this week we are just doing bagels and cream cheese, cereal, waffles, pancakes. Pretty basic. We have the same thing every week for breakfast. For lunch, we are going to do some TV dinners, Lunchables. We have some chicken wraps. I also am going to make sandwiches. And we have tuna like in the cabinet and stuff, grilled cheese, just the basic lunches as well. But for dinner this week, we are going to do grilled chicken. I'm going to make some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, chicken Alfredo, pork steaks with sides, of course. All these meals, we just kind of throw whatever sides we have together. We're going to do pork chops and gravy, grilled chicken again, and sausage gravy for dinner one night. And then, of course, we got like waters, drinks, everything like that. But look at the side of the vitamin water. Like, how weird for a company to have a labeling like that. We just thought that was so weird. Not really weird, just more so inappropriate. It's just crazy to me how much the world has changed. And like, you know, I'm an adult, whatever, we're adults, it is what it is. But it's different whenever it's like in your personal kids' faces, you know what I'm saying? That's when it kind of just like makes your mind change a little bit. So it was just weird. And now we purchased a bottle, didn't realize that that's what it said on it. So we just have these crazy labels up in our fridge. But it's okay. Anyway, we are putting all the food away. My daughter always helps me with this. She loves organizing. This is like her thing, so I always appreciate her help. So we're going to get all this stuff put up, and then we'll move on with the vlog.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Another really exciting update is that we finally got a new couch. So I have been dying to share this with you guys. So the next clip, you'll get to see all about it. We have been wanting to upgrade our living room sofa for a while now. The truth is, our family has just outgrown our old one, and we wanted something just a tad larger that we could all pile onto for movie nights, but that's also not too oversized where it's completely taking over the living room. And since our last sofa, the one that I always rave about, I love it so much, it's from Cheetah Living, and since it held up so incredibly well, I knew it was a no-brainer to go with Cheetah Living again. So I'm so excited that we are finally upgrading to the Cheetah Living Brendan modular sofa. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get the old couch out of the way so we can go ahead and start unboxing. Right away, I could tell how much care went into the packaging. Every piece was individually wrapped and protected, so everything arrived in perfect condition. And I was expecting the assembly to be a little bit more intimidating with all these boxes. I was like, oh boy, but it was actually really simple. Since it is modular, each section just connects together. And I love knowing that if we ever want to rearrange the room or even add more to this couch someday, we can change the layout, we can order more pieces, and they all just connect together, making it so easy to change the look of our space. I also really appreciate how well the sofa is built. The wooden foundation makes it feel so incredibly strong and stable, and that gives us a lot of confidence knowing that this piece is going to last for a very long time, and not only last but also be easy to clean with the leather, and the fact that it's elevated off the ground too is just another win, and it just looks so good. I love the look and style of this couch. It's just a timeless design. The Brendan modular sofa is actually available in either a buttery top grain leather or a soft textured fabric. The leather can come in either the saddle color, cafe, or cream, and then the fabric comes in a cream color and also green. And I personally chose the leather in the cafe color. Leather is just so much easier to keep clean. One thing that I absolutely love about the Cheetah Living sofas, especially the leather sofas, is that they're not stiff. A lot of times when you purchase a new leather couch, it feels like you're sitting on a brick. This couch is so soft and it really just cradles your body with all of the plush support that it has. It's not too stiff. It's also not too soft at the same time. It's just the perfect blend. I also loved that the cushions can be zipped to the back of the couch. That way they're fixed in place. In the past, with our old sofa, the cushions would always fall over or fall onto the floor. So this is really nice knowing that they're going to stay in place and always look good. But if we ever need this couch as like an extra sleeping spot, we can remove those and then they'll have like a wider area to actually sleep. So not only is it beautiful, but it's also really functional too. I'm going to be honest, we did not spend a whole lot of time in our living room before because although the couch was comfortable, we just all couldn't fit on there. And I think having the extra cushions that are right here on the side arms, it allows you to kind of use the whole couch and be comfortable at the same time. So now we can all fit on here comfortably and just cuddle up and watch a movie and really just enjoy our living room now. I think this is exactly what our living room needed, a couch that's not only beautiful, comfortable, but also functional for everyday family life. So if you're looking for a sofa like that, don't forget to check out Cheetah Living. This Brendan modular sofa will be linked down below along with their website so you can check out all that Cheetah Living has to offer. And I promise you will not be disappointed. I stand behind their products 100%. And a huge thank you to Cheetah Living for sponsoring today's video. Dylan is out here grilling. I got mashed potatoes going and peas. Waiting on these to get soft so I can mash them up. And all I do for my mashed potatoes, and they're so good. I love the yellow potatoes because you can eat the skin. You don't have to worry about peeling them, which is so nice. But I obviously drain them, and then I add butter, sour cream, a little bit of heavy cream instead of milk is the key. It's so good. And then of course salt, pepper, and any other seasonings you want. They are amazing. Okay, I'm going to show y'all a quick little haul on some of the stuff I got for my son's birthday party. So these are for the little goodie bags. I got some black tablecloths. We're doing a BMX bike theme. So I got like checkered print stuff. I got like a balloon arch and things. Just kept it pretty simple. I say that as I'm unboxing all kinds of stuff. This is a balloon for 9 years old. And then, like I said, I ended up doing, oh yeah, these are cute. Oh, I love the colors. These are gonna be perfect. So this is the balloon arch, and it even came with a backdrop too, it looks like. So it's just gonna kind of be like black and white themed, checkered print. This is the banner, and I think I can put like a picture on the screen of what it looks like. It just says happy birthday. It has the BMX bikes on it. And then these were for the goodie bags. They were really in it. What? They're so tiny. Hold on, baby. Hold on 1 second. I haven't seen your watch, actually. Look how cute these are. I thought they were a little bit bigger, but look at them. They're little drawing pads.
Oh.
Aren't those cute? You can use the little pin. The pin's right
These are
here.
like oh yeah, this is the new thing.
How
I
cool.
want to work.
I don't know. Oh, you gotta unlock it.
Uh-oh.
And now you can do it. Oh, how cool. So those are gonna go in the little goodie bag,
Eh.
and then everything else should be
How do we start tomorrow?
coming. Where's all the other stuff? These are the balloons that are going in,
The goodie bag.
or the punching bags.
Yeah.
They're gonna go in there.
What
One of
punching
these. You blow them up, and then
yeah.
you can like pop, 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 pop. So, but I got bracelets too.
Yeah, I didn't see no bracelet.
I didn't either. So I think they're in the other package probably. So his banner actually just came in. I thought the other thing was that, but it wasn't. Hold on, I'm gonna open it for you. Dude, this is huge.
That's cool. Could we
love
hang it
the
up on the
color.
building?
Yeah. Wow, it's
big.
massive. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It says happy birthday, what?
And it's huge.
Cool. Wow, that's massive.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Here.
I was gonna put it right there on the back.
Film it.
It's okay. I was gonna put it right there on that wall where the TV is.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
I think that'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a couple days. Quick update. This sofa, I'm gonna attempt to get it outside by myself underneath the cover out back because we have my son's birthday party this weekend and obviously it can't stay here. I don't have time to find a new home for it right now. I have a lot going on, so yeah, wish me luck. Never underestimate a woman when she wants to get some stuff done, okay? Because this couch is heavy and awkward, but I did it. I didn't have time to wait for nobody to help me. I always tell my husband, I'm like, I don't need no man. Totally joking. I definitely need my man, but I always like joke around at how independent I am. So yeah, got it out here by myself. I did have to drag it, so hopefully the bottom of the chair is not all jacked up, but really who cares? Nobody sees it. I did, however, move it to the building side instead of it being under the TV. That way it kept the space open and airy, and that's also where we plan on putting the table for the gifts, so it ended up working out really great. And then moving on inside, I'm going to clean up in here. You'll notice I have some decor laying around randomly. That's because, surprise, surprise, I've been decorating and rearranging, and struggling with these window shades. I do not like them. I don't like them at all. Every shade I put on this window, I just feel like it looks so awkward and just out of place. So I ended up taking them down because I just felt like it looked better without them. I want to find some blinds that go all the way up. Like whenever they're open, I want it to like close up to almost nothing, like all the way. And then I can pull it down because with these shades, it takes up half the top window, which blocks all the view. It's just not ideal. But anyway, I ended up taking them down. I'm still on the hunt for new ones. If y'all have any recommendations, let me know. And I don't like the curtain thing. I know a lot of people were saying do like a rod with the half curtains. I don't like that look. It's just not me. To me, that looks very like, just not me. That's the best way for me to describe it. More like so farmhouse, and I like more of the mid-century modern. I mean, I like some farmhouse stuff, but I prefer more of a mid-century clean look. I don't want it to feel too cluttered. And I think if I had that tension rod with the two curtain panels, it would just feel too chunky for this little area right here, in my opinion. But, and I say all that, and look at how cluttered my kitchen is. I like a clean, minimal look. No, you don't. You're lying. I'm just kidding. No, I actually did clear it up. You'll see that in just a second. As I was working on the dishes, I just felt like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a hoarder house. That's how it felt. It's not. It's just when I get overwhelmed with like a to-do list or like anything happening over the weekend, y'all, I will get to the point where I want to clear this house out to nothing because things overwhelm me. But then once things calm down, I'm like, ooh, more things. Like, let me bring it all back. So I'm just in that season of life right now where things are just a little chaotic. And we had a lot going on, which you'll hear about in just a moment. I'm going to do a full story time, so don't miss that. It's a pretty big life update. So I am excited to talk about that for sure. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up in here and start working on clearing the kitchen up so it's not so cluttered. squeezing the bottle so hard so I don't drop it. It's so slippery. The kitchen is almost done. It's already looking a heck of a lot better. I have noticed that since our kitchen is pretty large, obviously if you look at it from this point of view, it seems like, oh, you have a big kitchen. But if you pay attention to the counter space that we have between the stove, the sink, the fridge, and then the dishwasher, there's not a whole lot of actual kitchen counter space. The island was a must for us. That's why we ended up doing the island. And some of you have questioned why we don't just have this as an eat-in kitchen since our living room is small. Well, this is why, because there's not enough counter space if we didn't have the island. So I do feel like because of the way that it's laid out, the less stuff that's on the counter, the better and more functional it is. And then look at my little face. I was just goofing off playing with the Windex stuff. Or not Windex, that's the Sprayway glass cleaner. I've been loving it. That's the lavender scent, and I do feel like it works a lot better for those who are asking, and we were talking about it in the comments of my last video. But anyway, I'm getting the window cleaned, feeling pretty good. I feel like when the kitchen is this clean, man, it just makes me so happy. I got the kitchen all cleaned. It looks so much better. I do need to wipe down the cabinet still, and then it looks like I got some touch-up paint to do in here. But ooh, what a difference, because boy, it was a mess earlier. Y'all saw that kitchen sink full of dishes. And now everything is done. I think there's something in here. Oh, it's the rag shining from the light coming in, but it looks pretty good. I need to wipe down all the appliances. Basically, all the cabinets need to be wiped down, and all the floors need to be mopped, and the fridge too. All that needs to be cleaned, but surface level, whatever, it's clean. We're gonna get ready together. I actually just put on my foundation. I use the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This stuff's amazing. I just use a damp beauty blender and just boop, 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 like that. I did want to address something really quick before we move on to story time about what all has been going on behind the scenes while I'm getting ready. And I want to show kind of a before and after. But I have had a lot of comments recently saying that my face looks different, that it looks like I've gotten filler. Have you gotten Botox? What are you doing different? None of that has been done. It's just my makeup. I think that I've just been doing a couple things differently. I've done some research. I found a good way to contour my cheeks, and also I've been using eyelashes, which these are the ones that I use, and I love them. They're pre-glued. You don't have to use any glue or anything, and you just stick them under, and I'll show you how I do that. And I think this makes a huge difference in my overall makeup look, which is so surprising that eyelashes can do so much. But I've had so many people say that I look different, and I think that's why. So I just wanted to address that. Not that I had to, I just wanted to. But anyway, so where do I even start, y'all? We put an offer in on some land. I know. So let me tell you this. Hold on, let me grab my mirror and then I'll tell you, because I can't see from a distance. And don't look at that, my deodorant stains so bad. Okay, so we put an offer in on some land. Sight unseen. I'm just kidding. No, we actually, so my father-in-law lives nearby, and he was able to go check out the land, which we're familiar with that area because that's where we used to live. But we did, in fact, put an offer in, and it was accepted. We were really excited. It was actually super affordable, and we were going through the whole process, the due diligence period, which was 21 days for us. But it is different because it is in Georgia, and trying to be on the phone and call these companies and figure out what we needed to do, in another state is totally different than buying something nearby. So that's just like, that was a whole stressor in itself. Not a bad thing. It was exciting. But we went through everything. I called so many people. And what was funny is every time I called someone, they would be like, oh, call this other place. And then I would call them. And then it was the same person I talked to the first time that told me to call the other place. It was insane. And that area is just a small little town. So you end up talking to the same people over and over again. They were so nice though. Everyone was so understanding that I was just trying to figure everything out. And yeah, I mean, like we said, they accepted the offer. The biggest thing was the perk test, which is really expensive to have done. And that just determines if your soil is suitable for a well and a septic. And in order to actually have a well or septic put in, you have to have a perk test done by an environmental scientist, or you can't have a well or septic put in, or you have to pay a lot of money to have one be able to put in if it fails the perk test, or I don't know all the details. I just know that that was part of the process. So we were doing that. I finally got a hold of a company that could come out actually Wednesday, which was yesterday, and they were supposed to do that. But I got news back from the loan. So we were going to end up getting a loan for this, which was not ideal. Ultimately, I would love to pay for something in cash. We're just not there. I mean, we've worked really hard at paying off all of our debt, but it would take us years upon years to save up that kind of money to be able to buy in cash. And while I want to wait and do that, the reality is my kids are only young for so long, and I want them to experience that land, that, environment while they're still little. So in some cases you do have to finance. I know, I know it's not ideal, but it is what it is. So anyway, I went through this company for a loan and everything was great. We originally talked on the phone and he was like, oh, it'll be, a 15-year loan. Never mentioned a balloon payment or a balloon payment, I think is what they're called. So we get all the way to this point of getting his perk test done on Wednesday, and the loan officer calls me. He's like, oh, I got all the numbers back, blah, 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 blah. He's like, I can do X amount of money at 10 years with a 3-year balloon. What? I was like, hold on. And our payment was like really high. I was like, no, I don't like that. I said, I don't like the whole idea of the balloon payment. And basically what that is you have your payment is stretched out over a 10-year time frame to keep your payment low. However, after that 3 years, you owe the remaining balance right then and there, or you have to refinance. Or like if you can't refinance, then your land's gone, I guess. I don't know. I did not like that. That sounds so scary. It sounds like a nightmare. I was like, no. So then we tried to renegotiate the loan. I was like, well, why can't we just do like a 15 to 20 year just standard loan? Well, we don't do that. And so everywhere in Georgia was like really hard to find a loan that did not have a balloon on it. So that was when I was like, okay, this is not actually going to work like we originally thought. Because like I said, he never mentioned that initially. And that really irritated me because we talked for a while on the phone and I asked all these questions. And whenever he initially mentioned a balloon loan, which he didn't explain it like that. He said we could set it up as a land to construction loan where basically in the first 3 years, if you don't build on it, you have to refinance. And I said, I really don't want to do that because I don't know what our plans are. Our goal is just to buy land right now and just pay it off, or work on paying it down or paying it off until we're ready to save up to do that next step. So I personally did not want anything that was going to be tied to the property, like, oh, you have to build by X amount of time. I don't want that. I just want a standard loan if I can get one with an interest rate, whatever. So yeah, all that to say, it just started to become not as exciting whenever we started getting more into details. And like I said, I asked him multiple different ways, is there any other options? He said no. I called a couple other different companies and either their interest was really, really high or they did the same thing where you had to do a land to construction for this type of land due to it being just raw, unimproved land. And it's because there's a risk. Obviously a bank's not going to give you a lump sum of money if there's a high risk involved and they don't get anything out of it. So I get it, but it just wasn't in the cards for us. And ultimately we ended up backing out. So that's okay. It just wasn't our time. And I'm just trying to hold on to the fact that I told y'all before, if we get the opportunity and something comes about and it feels right, we're going to try. And this felt right until it didn't. So that's okay. And we'll get there. And now the goal is just to keep saving and keep our eyes open and see what happens. But let me tell you what also happened. So after all that, how about, y'all know we did our landscaping up front? Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I want to tell you guys this. But we did all of our landscaping. We laid down some weed barrier, which I'm not going to lie, that weed barrier is tough. And I've used it before, and I know some people don't agree with weed barrier because they say that it doesn't keep out the grass and stuff. I disagree. This stuff keeps out everything, even the water. So yeah, we had an insane storm come through. I was over at my sister-in-law's house. We were hanging out, and all of a sudden it started looking like really rough outside. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it is coming down. And it was lightning. And I mean, I'm talking pouring rain. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to check my cameras just to see like how it looks here, because this was like way more than even a hurricane type of rain. I look on the cameras and sure as crap, our whole front area where all of our landscaping is completely flooded, and all the mulch is just running down the driveway. And the reason it was doing that was because the weed barrier is so good that it doesn't let the water seep in fast enough. And we had so much rain so quick that, yeah, it was bad. And we flooded. Not just up front, but also all up into this house, okay? Thankfully, as soon as I saw it on camera, I was like, I gotta go. And I rushed home to go do what I could to try to deter the water. That was like coming in, and I get here and it was flooded. So I got it all cleaned up really quick. I used my Bissell mop. I sucked it all up, and then I turned on all the fans, got all that done. So yeah, what a freaking nightmare. But that's what you get for not knowing what you're doing when it comes to landscaping. And I should have known better. And I've told y'all before that area, we've lived here for what, 6 years. We've had insane hurricanes, lots of rain. Never once have we ever flooded like that until I put that darn weed barrier in. And the water had nowhere to go. And it was raining so much, like all of everybody's yard was like flooded. So it was terrible. I'm like, what is it with us and water? But it's okay. Got it taken care of and dried up super quick. Thank God I was right down the street so I could get here fast enough and get it all taken care of. And we have tile. Amazing. So yeah, it was not that bad. But yeah, definitely stressful. I wanted to cry. I literally wanted to cry. So that all happened. And then, y'all know I got my ears pierced, what, 3 weeks ago? I think it's been 3 weeks already. And they're infected. Like, what is happening? What is happening? So it all started because I thought they were fully healed. I thought I was good. Like after the week 2, I didn't feel them at all. I was only washing them once a day because I mean, they're fine. Well, I think where I messed up was getting in the pool. I think that's what happened. I got in the pool and didn't think anything of it because like I said, they felt healed. Well, apparently they're not. So yeah, they're both infected. I'm supposed to go today, possibly. If they're not feeling any better by today, this evening, I'm going to go up to the tattoo shop and just have them take them out and just say, screw it. No ear piercings for me. And then my husband, because I told him, I was like, what is up with my body? Like, I'm not trying to jinx myself, like, knock on wood, but let me just tell you, I am so, like, sensitive to everything, like, as I've gotten older. I'm also, like, infection prone, it seems. Like, y'all know I tripped and fell a couple years back in the carport. Nothing crazy. I mean, I skinned my knee pretty good, but it wasn't nothing bad. It was like no different than like falling off your bike. Like no problem, right? Well, apparently I'm just infection prone, and I got a freaking staph infection in my darn kneecap. That was so bad. It hurt so bad. It's called cellulite or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but anyway, that happened to me. And now my ears, I'm like, I'm never getting anything done ever. Because I always wanted to get like a tummy tuck and stuff. Because like that's something I've considered like a while back. And my husband's like, don't you ever do anything else to your body ever again. Like no more tattoos, no more piercings, no more. Oh my God, I'm not. I swear I'm not. Because this is ridiculous. And I'm telling you, I have not slept in the past 2 days because of my freaking ears. I can't lay on either side. I'm sleeping on my freaking back of my dome. It's awful. So whenever you hit like mid-30s, just know that you're not a spring chicken anymore, and you can't just go out and do random things because it might not go well. At least that's the case in my situation. But anyway, that is the biggest life update. Land, flooding. My son's birthday is this weekend. I just spit everywhere. My son's birthday is this weekend. So he's so excited. I'm excited for him. I got the house clean. Everything looks real nice. Well, who am I kidding? It's not perfect, but it's okay. It's not what it's about. It's about him, celebrating him. And I can't believe it's already been 9 years. Like, what? My baby's 9. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Oh, and then we've been school shopping, which I started with my daughter because she's easy. She likes to shop too. So it's fun going school shopping when your kid likes to shop. But when you have one that doesn't like to shop, or doesn't really care for school too much, that's when it gets a little bit more, challenging. And we haven't started on him yet, so I'm just going to wait till like the perfect time, perfect mood. It'll probably be very last minute if I'm being honest, just because like it's just not his thing. And I could order clothes and just like let him try them on, but he is so picky with everything. I feel like he needs to actually try on the clothes. So if you have been school shopping, where are y'all shopping at? Let me know. We started off with my daughter at the mall. We went, it was so cute. Maybe I'll include the video here. So I did this thing where you like write stores on a paper and then like she chooses where we go. So I put like the mall and Five and Below just because she wanted to get like an emergency kit. So I just made it fun. And then we did that. And then we went to TJ Maxx, Ross, Old Navy. We went to American Eagle. So like we've been to multiple different stores, and it's so hard school shopping at this age. I feel like just for any child, because it's like a new season of life. Like she's going into middle school, so it's just different, and I want to make sure that she has like what she loves, and not that I want her to be like in what's trending at all. Like that's not my goal. Like I want her to have her own personality and her own style. But at the same time, like you want your kids to feel comfortable, especially going to a new place. And I just hope that we did good. I hope that we actually started out small. I actually read about that. It said not to buy an insane amount of clothes for the first couple days of school. Like buy just what you need to get started. That way you can kind of see what's going on, and that like your kids are most likely going to be like, oh, hey, I don't really want to wear this anymore. I don't know about y'all, but that happened to us even last year. I bought a ton of jeans, tons of shorts, and then school started, and shoes. And then my son didn't even touch a pair of his new shoes. He got picked on one time. These little freaking kids, dude. That's one thing I cannot stand as a little bully. Can't stand it. And as soon as he went to school, someone picked on him for his shoes. And I was like, so he won't wear them. He refused. He's like, someone laughed at my shoe. It was Adidas. Like they were nice, like red and black tennis shoes. Kids are ruthless, and it's so annoying, and that's why I want to homeschool. But then at the same time, like I know homeschooling is much, like I know some people say it's easy. It's not that easy depending on your kid's personality type, so that is always something to consider. Hold on, I gotta do my eyeliner or I'm never gonna finish. What the heck is that? Hold on, I gotta start over. I think once I put the lashes on, it'll be fine. Let me show you how I do my eyelashes, because this is like a hot topic right now, because like I said, people keep thinking I've gotten work done. But I gotta go get my other stack. I have 2 of these. This is my old one. As you can see, I like to use all the middle lashes. So I'll be right back. Here's the lashes, and I like to use these right here. These are ones that I've picked up that didn't stick well, so I have to kind of just like use around them. And like I said, these are pre-glued, and I can link these down below for you if you are interested. It's really not hard to do. It's just a matter of practice. So you pick up the lashes like so. This is what they look like. And then you're actually gonna like lift up your eyelid like this. Don't look at my armpits because I forgot to shave. And you're just gonna stick it under. It's easier if I look like in the mirror to do this, but yeah, you just kind of and do like that, and then you just kind of press it into the lashes there. These actually don't damage at all, and they're just, it's like a little sticky tab really, and well, you can just you can soak them in like warm water, like with a little rag, and just like put like a warm washcloth on your eye for a couple seconds, and they just fall right off. Like that. So there's the long ones, and then there's like the medium and then the short. So I do the short on the outer corner, because if I do the long one on the outer corner, my eyes are too downturned for that. So I use the long ones in the actual center. So like it's medium, long, medium, medium is how I do it. It's amazing what a good lash can do. Press it into your lashes, that way they don't fall off. That the little wing does on this side, see how it kind of like bloop my eye, and this side kind of like turned down. That's why I do the wing liner. It's just because my eye shape. Okay, so this is the Maybelline Cloudtopia in the color Roasted Sky 12. I do like a little swipe here, a swipe over here, and then I do a little bit on my lip. And this is the same color as my lips, which is pretty cool. So it just kind of brings life to them back after I've had like foundation on them and stuff. And then I take the same brush that I use for my contour, if I can find it, and then I just kind of, I press this. I don't swipe it. I just kind of like that. Like that. And that's it. If I want to do a little bit extra with my lips, I will take this Maybelline. This is in the color Trust Your Gut 10. And I will like overline on this side and this side on my upper lip, not the bottom. Like just a hair. Y'all see that? Mm-hmm. And then right here, like that. See how it's like a little bit of a different color? And then I kind of just, and that. That's how I make it look like I got lip filler. Okay, so that is the makeup look that I do recently, and every time I do my makeup, this is what I do. The only difference is sometimes I'll just do mascara, but to me, the lashes are faster than mascara, at least at this point since I've learned how to do it. But yeah, that's the life update, was buying land, and I was so freaking excited. We had plans, y'all. We were talking about the barndominium that we were going to start working on, cash flow, that, and yeah, it was a dream, honestly. It was something we were so excited about. Dylan and I would spend hours just talking about the game plan and how we were going to cash flow this and work hard, and it was going to be slow, but it was going to be fun, and still be able to enjoy the land with the kids and like let them ride the foolers out there and stuff. So like, it is a bummer. It is a bummer that it didn't work, but it also just kind of lets us see what the game plan is moving forward, what we need to do to make this even better in the future. So the right place will come. We just have to be patient and keep praying and keep working hard, and we'll get there. I know it. I feel it. And like I told y'all a million times in the past, like the goal obviously is to always try to work hard and get what we want, and our ultimate dream is to have some type of land. That doesn't mean we're gonna like move or anything like that, so I wanted to kind of clear the air there. I know I've been doing a lot of videos on turning our house into our forever home, our starter home into our forever home, and that is still the goal. This house will technically be a forever home for us, somewhere to come back to. It's like a good investment down the line. We got this house at such an amazing price. We really don't owe that much on it, considering how nice it is, and you know, the prices now, you could not even remotely find anything like this in this area for this price. So I definitely want to hold on to that. And we were talking to the kids, just like getting their opinion on things, and you know, if they ever wanted to move, like what was their thoughts that if we were to buy land in Georgia and eventually decide that that is somewhere we'd want to be long term, how would they feel if we moved? So that was just questions that we were asking them to get their opinion, because obviously that matters a lot. They were like, let's do it, let's go. Like, I love it. My kids are so spontaneous and like adventurous like I am. They're just like, let's pack up today. And I was like, we're not gonna do that. I just want to hear like your thoughts now, just so I can kind of like game plan with dad, you know, is what I was telling them. So anyway, like I said, all that didn't work out, but I just wanted to kind of keep you in the loop what was going on. We were this freaking close to announcing it and being like, we did it. I can't believe the offer got accepted too. That was amazing. And I even prayed that night. I was like, if this offer goes through and they accept this amount, like, this could be my sign, you know? And I always look for signs and I always pray and ask for signs. But then I also, as I'm praying and asking for signs, I'm also looking for signs that this is not right. And I had like that pit in my stomach for like a really, like a while there when it came to the loan thing. And I am huge on, I'm okay with taking a loan out. I'm totally fine with that. Like, I know we manage our money pretty well and I don't mind financing as long as it's something that I know we can 100% handle here on out. Like if one of us loses our job or whatever. So like that's really important to me. And this is one of those things that I was, no matter how I crunched the numbers, there was no way in hell that we could afford to pay off that amount of money in that 3-year time frame when that bill was due. We would have to refinance. And that was when I was like, I don't know if this is worth it, because God forbid, 3 years from now, what could the interest rates look like? What if we can't even find a loan at that point? Like, do we just lose all the money that we've poured into this? Like, that is an absolute no for me. If their risk is too high, I can't do it. So anyway, that's that. So now you know what was happening. I will definitely keep you in the loop. I honestly I'm not worried about ever telling you guys what's going on. I think it's just, I want to make sure things are solidified before I announce things. And I hope y'all understand that. It's just a matter of, I don't want to like have to update everyone, you know, all the time and feel like it's more overwhelming than it already is. So that is why I waited it out. And I'm glad I did, because ultimately it didn't work out. But anyway, I'm done chatting. I'm still talking. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm actually going to start a new vlog because I know this one's long after this chat. So if you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment down below. Y'all's engagement has been helping tremendously, and I just want to thank you for that. I know I've been asking a little bit more for y'all to do that, so it's just a free way to help support the channel and help support our family. More money that we're able to put aside for our goals and dreams, and like I literally cannot thank you guys enough. Y'all are amazing, absolutely amazing. And I just really hope that y'all know how much I genuinely appreciate you and all that you do for me on my channel. Like I said, the engagement means the world. So thank you guys for that. And if you have any ideas for video suggestions, I'm hustling. This like lit a fire under me because we were like this close. It was just a matter of money. Like at the end of the day, that's what it all boiled down to. So I'm gonna hustle and I need video ideas. What do y'all want to see from me? Any business ideas you have that I can like kind of do it on the side hustle, I am all for it. I have a lot of plans. I actually have a lot of really great video content coming out, so I'm hoping that will help too. But we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen one day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, y'all.